Welcome everyone to Around the Book podcast, episode 27. So we're sneaking up on 30 episodes here. We're gonna have another week of non-football goodness for you guys. We're gonna be going around a lot of the leagues. I don't know if Dalton's got any political things for us tonight or anything, but we'll see.
I checked one.
It's got to be an election somewhere.
Yeah,
The Slovakia one that someone commented last week.
Shane.
I checked that one. It's not really worth betting because right now it's like Pellegrini is gonna win, and he's at like minus 220, and he's gonna run away with it. So,
all right, well, there you go, Shane.
Don't bet the Slovakian election.
Yeah. There he is. He said we knew Shane'd be listening. So it's not worth it, Shane. Wait till next week. We'll find something for you to bet on in the political sphere. But all right, I guess we got our politics out of the way early.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. I know right before we're about to start, Jake said no one's got hats on tonight. Yeah, I don't think we've had an episode where we've
This is the first hatless podcast we've had.
Yeah.
Such a random stat.
Yeah.
Let's see if our betting odds go up when we go no hat.
I was about to say, maybe when we start like gaining some traction and like this thing like becomes something, this is like something people can bet on. No free shout outs, Arizona Green Iced Tea.
Yeah, sorry. I'll tape over the logo.
Shane got to show the hair game. I know, man. Hopefully, I'm going to keep showing it till it goes away. Hopefully not anytime soon, but we'll see. But I guess we'll get started here. Does anyone have a bet that they're dying to do? I know we have some live picks going in. Dalton, I know you just placed a monster one if you want to go over it.
well, I'm mad I didn't because I was trying to get all four of my bets in at once. The Vanderbilt one dropped to from plus 950 to plus 400. Still took it. They're up 4 right now. Late in the first quarter.
Not bad.
First half. 8 minutes left in the first half. And I also got Mississippi State, Texas A&M over 140.5 at minus 120. Should have a couple others. Just trying to get them to let me bet.
Yeah.
The other games.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find a bet here while we're doing this.
I'm gonna take the Jazz at plus 6.5 against the Bulls. They're losing by 4.
I like that.
I'm also gonna take Marquette plus 10.5 against UConn. They're down by 9 right now at halftime.
I'm trying to take that one. DraftKings literally won't let me bet it.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I'm just gonna wait until it comes back.
I'm also taking Indiana money line at plus 300. They're down 3 against Minnesota. Oh, now it's down to plus 270.
All right, I just took East Carolina money line at plus 305 against Southern Methodist. They're down by 1 with 10:05 left in the second half. So I've been trying these past couple of nights to like watch as many. I've had like the quad box up, trying to watch as many games as I can to get prepared for March Madness.
Yep, it's that time of year. We got conference tournaments starting.
I know. I'm like, all right, I can't just focus on all these big schools. I got to watch like Radford and shit like that, but you just got to do it. It's a cross we got to bear as gamblers.
Those are your big money winners in the NCAA tournament, the Indiana States and the James Madisons.
Yeah. Dude, what was that ESPN ad? What is going on here?
As far as the tournament goes, the future you guys want St. John's to make the Sweet 16.
I like it.
I don't know what the odds are, but bet it. Rick Pitino is going to verbally abuse those young men's greatness.
All right.
We're going to get verbally abused to the Sweet 16.
Yeah. All right. Iowa State is down 9 to BYU. I'm going to check the odds on that real quick and place the money line depending on. All right. Iowa State down 9. They're like 6 in the country. BYU's number 20. Iowa State's at plus 168. I'm going to take that. Come back. All right. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do for live betting, unless someone has a good one. All right, JT, you got any live bets? Any hockey bets?
No, I'm emotionally invested in tonight's game. Red Wings are 1.5-point dogs versus the Avalanche. No Dylan Larkin, so I lean the Avalanche, but I can't bet a game I'm emotionally invested in.
Okay, I understand. It's hard to bet on that kind of stuff.
I made that mistake way too much betting Raiders.
Just
game.
bet on whatever team you're emotionally invested in. So you either have a really high after the game, or you're gonna have a really low.
That's the complete opposite of what we preached in the freaking NFL season, where we were like, bet on whoever your favorite team's going against. So you either win money or your team wins.
Yeah.
Well, see, the NFL can't hurt me because the Bucks have made me dead inside for like a 15-year period, and I've only just recently got a pulse in the last 5 years.
That's true.
Relatable.
All right.
You've won two rings in this millennium. I have.
I am not complaining too much, but there was a 15-year period between those two rings where it was like 4-12, 4-12, 5-11.
Yeah.
It was the Jameis Winston years. I don't even have to tell you about it. It was brutal.
Yeah, I mean that was unfortunate years between those, but I think a Super Bowl kind of just like gives you the like 12 or 15 year like period to get through to the next one. So I think you were on the cusp of like losing your fandom, but Tom Brady came in and saved it.
Never losing my fandom, just emotionally dead inside.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still loyal, just I feel nothing.
All right, so I do want to actually get into one baseball bet before we get started, and I just want to talk about this because I'm getting really excited about baseball season coming up, and I'm watching all the spring games. I'm going to take, and I'm not doing this as a homer pick, I just think it's really good value for this. Ellie De La Cruz, stolen base leader for the MLB this year. This dude is electric on the base paths. Now, I will say he does have a problem getting on the base sometimes, and I think over the spring and over the winter, he's kind of worked on his mechanics. His batting stance looks a lot better. His eye's getting better for the ball, so I think he's going to grab a lot more walks. And this dude can literally steal home. So, I mean, if a guy can steal 3 bases in one inning, you got to give him a chance at the home run leader or at the stolen base leader. So I'm going to take that at plus 700. Ellie could fuck around and get the home run leader this year if he can stay consistent. I mean, he's unproven, but he could be very exciting. So plus 700, I had to take it.
He's the only reason I'm even interested in the state of Ohio. Like, he is absolutely electric.
Bengals fans are about to come for your throat, JT.
No disrespect to Joe Burrow. It's just they don't move the needle for me. De La Cruz is exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah, I'm super excited for this young team in Cincinnati this year. I can't wait. I think next week we should have a baseball heavy podcast if you guys are down for it.
Yeah, it's getting to be that.
Yeah,
time.
we could just do a bunch of futures.
Yeah, like I'm getting so excited for it coming up. I know a lot of people don't like baseball or think it's slow, but like, man, it's just like kicks off summer, like get you going, get you ready. All right.
Another team that's made me emotionally dead inside.
Yeah.
Relatable again.
Oh, come on, Shane. Ellie is the second best shortstop with the last name Cruz in the NL Central. O'Neal Cruz could be, if he could be consistent, him and Ellie could run the NL Central for the next 10 years.
Is Nelson Cruz still playing? I mean, let's not rule him out.
Is.
He's always good for like 20 homers a year. You could be like 45 years old. I don't care. Sign me up.
Yeah, wait till whoever comes out of the woodwork in St. Louis too.
Yeah.
So they'll just find somebody.
Yeah. Hashtag Cruzmas, so I love it. Shane, I should have known you were a Pirate, or you're a Pirates fan, I'm assuming, because you're a Steelers fan. But I'll let that one slide. So who wants to kick us off? Do you guys want me to kick off with my first bet of the night?
Do it.
All right. So I kind of did my same bets as last week as far as betting on NASCAR, golf, college basketball, NHL, and NBA. I didn't get a chance to watch any college lacrosse, unfortunately, Dalton, so I'm sorry. I don't have any picks for you this week.
I had a rough weekend anyways.
Oh,
Yale blew a 9-goal lead.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Shane, you are going to be a very happy person the next 5 years as an Orioles fan. I can't wait to see you guys make the Yankees look crappy. All right.
I have an Orioles bet later that Shane will like.
All right, let's save it for next week. I like it. All right. So I'm going to start off with NASCAR, actually, for the Shriners Children's 500. I'm taking Denny Hamlin to win this at plus 800. I don't really every time I think I have like the inside scoop on NASCAR, I don't. And I'm just going to go with a solid driver in Denny Hamlin. Plus 800, great odds. He can win. I think he's slotted like the 6th or 7th favorite at this race. So I like Denny Hamlin in this one. Anyone else got any NASCAR F1 picks for this week?
I got some F1 picks.
All right, let's hear them. You hit last week, didn't you?
Yeah, I on Verstappen though, so it's like the easiest.
Yeah,
it's basically a free hit every week. But I think the odds on that pick was like minus 352. So, yeah. So I have 2 bets this week. They're a little bit more risky, but still kind of safe. I'm just betting on Piastri and Alonso both to be in the top 6. For Piastri, it's plus 135, and then for Alonso, it's plus 225. You could put these together. I'm not sure what the odds would be on that, but I think each of them by themselves are a pretty solid top 6 bet. I think they finished 7th and 8th last week, but both of these two pretty regularly finish around the top of the leaderboard. So I think getting plus odds on either of them is a pretty good chance, and I think maybe because they just missed it last week, that might be why the odds are a little bit better. But yeah, after betting the negative odds with Verstappen last week, I wanted to get some better odds in here. So
yeah,
those are my only 2 F1 picks.
I like it. Dalton, do you have a pick?
Oh yeah. So I am still yet to miss on betting on a manufacturer to win a NASCAR race this year. I have yet to miss. Been running heavy with the Chevy picks lately, but this week we're mixing it up. We're going Ford to win at Phoenix at plus 240. Fords drive really well at Phoenix. The top 2 active drivers with the most wins at Phoenix are Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano, I believe. Let me double check that. Yep, Harvick and Logano with a combined 12 wins at Phoenix, and they both drive Fords. So I really like Ford to get the win at Phoenix this week, and I like Logano to win it outright as well. Logano, for someone that with 3 career wins, I know he hasn't finished well the last couple races there, but for someone with 3 career wins at Phoenix to get plus 1,400 odds, you can't pass that up.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Logano plus 1,400 to win. And then last year's winner at Phoenix, Ross Chastain, I'm taking him to finish top 5 at plus 110. He drives well at that track. And then I have a little bit of a dark horse pick to finish in the top 10, guy that's run well at this track before. I'm taking Michael McDowell at plus 350 to finish top 10. Sneak into the top 10. Pretty decent odds. So that's who we're going to go with as a little bit of a long shot pick. But the big pick this week is Logano at plus 1,400 to win it all. That's one of my favorite. That's probably my favorite bet of the entire weekend.
Yeah, I almost bet on him again this week, but I got scared. I might do it.
He hasn't looked great this year. I will acknowledge that, but I don't know. That's way too long of odds for someone with his track record there.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah. But All right, JT, you got any racing picks for us this weekend?
Is Kyle Busch still doing stuff?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
he?
Yeah, he's still a very good driver.
All right. Well, then I'll bet on him.
All right.
To win outright,
He probably has really good odds.
to win outright. He is plus 1,000 to win. So yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Plus 1,000.
To win
My
outright, that's
kind of
not bad.
odds.
Yeah.
Who was that Husky driver who used to fight people?
Oh, Robbie Gordon.
No, not a Gordon.
Or Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman literally drove like an ogre.
That's funny.
It was terrible. He just didn't even acknowledge that were other cars and like how you drove in like the old like 2000s NASCAR games as a kid.
Yeah.
That's how he would drive.
So what you're saying is he was basically Chick Hicks.
Yeah. Going in reverse and going backwards on the lap.
It was terrible.
All right. Well, that's our NASCAR corner.
Can I do a quick flex since we're talking
Yeah.
racing? So it's not racing, but it is running and being timed. I don't think I missed a single pick on my combine times last week.
I was about to ask if
No, I
what,
was
how
gonna say
you
you had
did
a
on
good
that.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple guys who didn't test, so they didn't hit. But all the guys who tested, I think I got all of them right.
Nice. Yeah, I was wondering how you did on that. I thought I was looking at times and I was like, dude, I think he's hitting on all of these right now.
I think I did. Like Nate Wiggins crushed his time. Chop Robinson crushed his time. I had the over on Blake Corum. I think I had the over on Xavier Legette. I think I got every single one who competed right,
Yeah.
which is a bummer because for some reason here in Michigan, I wasn't allowed to bet it. They didn't give me like options for combine. It was really stupid, but
Yeah.
for everyone else who bet it, good week.
Yeah, it was a fast combine in general. It felt like it was the 40 times were generally it felt real fast.
Yeah, I felt like all the RAS scores on Twitter were just like 9.9, 9.7, like just record athletic scores.
This is a fantastic class.
Yeah, I like it. Xavier Worthy going 4.21, which is
And
nice.
and I don't even know if he might be the 8th best receiver in this class, maybe.
Maybe. There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, I know. Well, since you were talking about your combine picks, I know you did that on Prize Picks. I'm going to do a little promo here for ATB. Sharing the screen here for Prize Picks. Match your first deposit up to $100. Promo code ATB for that. Once again, Prize Picks, promo code ATB. So go ahead. Use our promo code for that. I know JT last week killed it on his 40 times. So let us know if you're going to be using Prize Picks. Let us know what your picks are. We'll tweet them out. We appreciate you guys watching for this one. But yeah, go ahead and use Prize Picks. Match up to $100. Just use code ATB.
Killed it on the 40 times and I made zero profit.
All right. So let's go ahead and get into the links. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Now, well, before we get into that, I just have a bone to pick with from last week. What the hell is that? I know you're watching right now, but like, what what was that?
Yeah.
He had you win, and you freaking finished last place.
Yep.
I don't even think like he didn't make a cut, nothing. Like
Eric Cole walked out onto the course, scrunched up his face, and took a big old fat dump in his pants.
Yeah, dude.
That's what he did.
Like, I have no idea what that was, dude.
That was
I was like seeing highlights from his first few holes, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude! There's no way you can recover from this." He never did. All right, so Will Zalatoris, if you're listening, I'm probably about to curse you because I'm having you win the Arnold Palmer Invitational this week at plus 3,500.
wow.
Yeah. So, Zalatoris just floating around the PGA here. I don't know, man. I just feel it. I just feel like Zalatoris is going to pull one out this week. I didn't really have much of because I was trying to be very mathematical with my decision here. I was looking up previous winners, who plays good at this course. Every time I do that, I get freaking burnt on it. So I just went with vibes here. So I'm going Will Zalatoris at plus 3,500 to win. And then I did one more bet. I'm going to do 3 to finish top 20. This one is not a huge parlay, but it's a safer one. Knock on wood. I have Rory McIlroy, Victor Hovland, and Justin Thomas all to finish in the top 20. If you parlay that together, it's a plus 341. Like I said, it's not like a super juicy parlay here with like crazy odds, but just something that's a little bit more low key. All these guys are having pretty good. I mean, the tour just started, like few months ago. It feels like a couple months ago. They're making their way through, so I feel good with these guys finishing top 20.
I like it.
I like it. I'm betting Zalatoris this week as well. I'm not quite as bullish as you are on him, just because I feel like he's still easing his way back from injury.
Yeah.
I do think he's gonna. I think he could really turn it on this spring. I think this tournament in the next couple weeks are all about just building momentum for the Masters for him.
Yeah,
where I think he is a real threat. But I'm taking him to finish top 20 at plus 115. I do think that's a lock. Wouldn't be surprised if he finished top 10. I think he is slowly getting back to his old form. And I think he's starting to get back to that momentum that he was building pre-injury. And then for top 10, I'm taking Corey Connors at plus 400. Just a guy that's been playing pretty well, guy that plays this course pretty well. And yeah, I'm going to go with him just to crack the top 10. I think it's great value at plus 400.
Yeah.
And then another guy that's just playing really good golf. It just seems to be up there every week. I'm taking Patrick Cantlay at plus 360 to finish top 5. And then to cap it off, for my winner this week, I'm taking Ludvig Aberg at plus 1,800 to win it all. Plays his course well. He's been playing well lately. And he's just someone that this course is really well designed for him. He's really, really good iron player. And he is great on the long par threes, those 200 plus yard par threes. He plays those better than anybody. And so this course has a lot of them. So I'm taking him to win it all at plus 1,800. And I have all 4 of those picks parlayed together at plus 93,855.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I don't think they're. I mean, other than the Connors top 10 and Aberg to win, those are the only 2 that I don't feel like over 70% confident on.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet $3 on that parlay, which would pay out at $2,818. Yeah.
Like it.
Nice.
All right. JT, you got any golf bets for us?
I do not. I am under the impression that Tiger Woods is not playing these days. I
No.
think he's hurt.
He's hurt, yeah. He'll be back for the Masters, I think.
His son's trying to play, but he's not doing too well.
Is that going to be like a LeBron and Bronny James kind of situation where it's not good?
His son's trying to skip like 2 steps.
Yeah.
His son was playing like on his high school team this past fall. Now he's trying to, instead of playing like the junior circuit or the Corn Ferry Tour, which he could do, he's just trying to qualify for some of these PGA events, and it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, even his dad played in college. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know much about golf, but I know that. I think
He played for Stanford.
Yeah.
Look at me knowing golf.
I think he only played. He didn't.
That
play
was
for 4
some
years there,
for
did he?
someone who doesn't really know golf. That was a good pull right there.
Thank you.
Tiger
That's my
Woods college.
only one.
That was impressive.
But he was already playing PGA Tour events by then, wasn't he?
I honestly have no
I'm
idea.
not sure.
Pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure he won. Like, didn't he win like a major in high school?
I just told you that was my only poll. I have nothing left.
All right, let's skip over it. Next, Jake.
Yeah,
Well, JT's on top.
golf has been a really bad topic for me throughout this podcast. I just haven't been able to bet it, so I'm going with the laziest picks I think I've ever made. I looked at the FedEx Cup standings, and I saw Matthew Pavon. I'm not sure how to say his last name, and Chris Kirk. They're both in the top 3, and so I'm taking them each to finish in the top 10. Pavon is at plus 500, and Kirk is at plus 400. I just need something to hit, and so I literally took 2 of the top 3 on the whole tour this year, and hopefully they can get in the top 10. I just need something to work here.
Yeah,
I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop. I like
Yeah.
that. All right, let's get some updates on our live bets here. I'll go first here. I got East Carolina money line. They are up 4 right now with 1:44 left in the second half. And then freaking Iowa State's crapping down their leg. They're down 11 at halftime. So I almost parlayed those. I'm glad I didn't and kept them separate. So, and then you, Dalton, you said you didn't take the Vanderbilt bet.
No, I did. I got it at plus 400.
They're down 5 at half.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you know what? It's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I think it's senior night for UK. So I thought that, there's still a whole nother half to be played, but I figured they were going to be up by like 15 points at half. So,
Yeah.
You never
My
know.
Indiana money line's looking good. They're at 5 at halftime.
yeah, I like that.
And that was similar odds too. And then my other 2, I did get Marquette at plus 12.5.
Oh,
minus
nice.
115.
Nice.
And they're looking good. And then the other one was the A&M Mississippi State game. I have over 141.5. I think that's still.
You said you have Marquette plus 12.5.
Yeah.
They're only down 10 right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're going to be sweating that one.
I have him at 10.5.
Oh, you
I'm
did?
already.
Oh,
yeah.
man, you're going to be sweating it even more.
Yeah.
My Mississippi State Texas A&M over is looking really good. They're right now the total's at 77. If they double it, it'll be at 154. I have over 141.5.
Oh, yeah, you're looking good on that one.
Might actually make money off college basketball tonight. First time on any of like these shows where we've live bet college basketball. I think this might be the first night I actually profit.
Yeah. Well, the games aren't over yet. Let's not count our eggs. And Red Wings are up by 1, JT.
I was just seeing that. We got this. Colorado Avalanche, the most hated team in all of sports, going down.
All right. Well, I guess I'll get into my college basketball parlay for this week. I'm taking another 3 teams all to win this Saturday. I don't have the odds on it yet just because the odds aren't up for the Saturday slate just yet. But I'm calling this one the SEC parlay. I got Kentucky, South Carolina, and Alabama all to win this week or the Saturday. 1 second, I will tell you who they are playing. My ESPN went down. So Alabama has Arkansas. I think Arkansas beat LSU tonight before I came down to get started on the podcast by like 10 or so points. But they haven't looked as good as they have in the past. Alabama still pretty good in the SEC. South Carolina, SEC is just freaking dominant this year in basketball like they have been the past few years. But and then UK plays Tennessee, so that'll be a really good one. That'll be an upset if UK can get that, and that should boost the parlay for it. But I'll tweet that out as soon as I get the odds on it. All right. Who else has any college basketball for this week besides our live bets? Anyone? Or any NBA?
I've got a college basketball parlay brewing.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so we're getting into conference tournament season. So I bet 4 winners for their conference tournament. They're all the smaller tournaments. They're not like the Dukes or, the ACC, Big Ten. I've got 4 of like the smaller but not teeny tiny tournaments. So I've got 3 teams, and when I bet like postseason basketball, I really prioritize guard play, I really prioritize defense, and I really prioritize teams that have identity. So for small schools, I have 3 teams that are in the top 10 in all the country in terms of scoring. I have Indiana State. They're the favorite to win the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. I'm taking them. I like them as the favorite. I have James Madison plus 140 to win the Sun Belt. And I have Samford plus 155 to win the Southern Conference Tournament. Again, all 3 of those teams in the top 10 of the nation in scoring. So I like that. Then one more team in the parlay. I have Oakland at plus 350 winning the Horizon League. They are 3rd best odds to win the league, but they're first place team in the league. So I think that's some good value to add to a parlay for a team that is the best team in the conference. They've been the best team all year. Why they're 3rd, I'm not totally sure. Vegas usually knows something I don't, but I'm going to roll with it anyway.
Yeah.
Combined, that is a little over plus 6,000. Put an $11 bet down to win 700.
Okay.
I was counting JT for your lottery tickets.
JT, you said that you weren't betting the Dukes of the world.
I see
You
what
bet
you're
James
saying.
Madison.
The ultimate dude.
They are, and their logo is pretty cooler.
They are the Dukes.
I think I like that besides the Horizon League.
Who's your team in the Horizon League? I thought I saw that thumbs down.
Northern Kentucky University, Norse up, baby.
Are they even in the tournament? Who are they playing?
They've been destroying that league since they came in, so I don't want to hear it.
I don't even remember them being in that league. We are taking the Oakland University Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, they're having a down year this year, so I wouldn't be surprised. All right. So let's get into – I'll just keep it basketball related. I also have a NBA parlay for tomorrow, for Thursday. I have Detroit money line.
Terrible mistake.
Now, hold on. I knew you were going to have something to say about this. I knew it. So the reason why I'm taking Detroit is because they're playing the Nets. The Nets are dog crap this year. So are the Pistons. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry, but
the Pistons, who are an up and comer,
2 dog crap teams. Someone has to win. I just like Detroit at home here, so I'm taking Detroit money line. I have Dallas -5 against the Heat. That one's a little bit. That's the one I'm most worried about. I would say, just because I think Dallas has it in them to win this game by 10 or so points, but with the Heat, you just never know what's going to happen. And then for the big game tomorrow with Denver and Boston, I'm taking Denver money line. Now that's boosting this parlay. I just like Jokic, man. He's just like a big, dumb, white idiot out there playing basketball, but he's just so good at it. It just makes no sense. So I'm going to – and it's in Denver. So I think Denver's going to squeak this one out. I don't think it's going to be a huge margin because Boston's been freaking amazing this past month. So I'm going to take the Nuggets. But if you parlay those 3 picks together, it's at plus 746. So trail at your own risk, but I like this one going in to tomorrow for the slate. Does anyone have any NBA picks for this week?
I'm looking at the board and I see a couple I like. I like the Raptors and the Spurs, both at plus 10. The Spurs are playing the Kings and the Raptors are playing the Suns. The Kings have absolutely shown that they can't be trusted at all, especially against bad teams. So they love to lose to bad teams at home. And a 10-point spread with how well Wemby has been playing recently, I think is
Yeah.
decent. I might take the Spurs money line at plus 380, but that's risky. And then basically the same thing for the Raptors. The Suns are a little better than the Kings, but they've also, for the big three that they've had, I feel like they've been a little disappointing. And the Raptors don't really they have a decent core, but they play pretty well together, I think. And they play some good defense. So as long as Kevin Durant doesn't take over like he has been recently, I think they can cover a 10-point deficit.
No. East Carolina's going into overtime. They had a chance for a shot, and it freaking got stolen to win the game.
Pirates, let's go.
All right. So I was hoping to come back to that and just it'd be over, but I guess not. I'm going to sweat out overtime on it now. All right. All right. So, well, I guess we only have one major sport left that's going on, the NHL. I do have a parlay for tomorrow. It's not as meaty as my NBA parlay, but I have the Flames at plus 1.5. They are playing, one second. They're playing the Lightning. I think the money line for the Flames was like minus 140 or 150 or something like that. And then to get them at plus 1.5, it was like minus 160 or 70. I don't know. It was just like I would rather take the goals than take the money line on this one. So I took the Flames plus 1.5. I have the Panthers money line against the Flyers. That one, not amazing odds to add to the parlay, but I just wanted to have a safe pick in there. Knock on wood. And then I have the Devils money line against the Blues in St. Louis. This one was a toss-up game, and I'm just going to take the Devils on it. If you take all three of those picks together, you're at plus 242 on the parlay. So like I said, not anything crazy. You're not going to win your mortgage or anything by taking this parlay, but you should be able to double or triple up your money on it. So
it's no plus 6,000.
It's no plus 6,000, but sometimes, like I said, sometimes you just got to see the ball go through the hoop where you start bouncing up to the plus 6,000.
This is a really weird week to bet NHL because the trade deadline is Friday.
Yeah.
So players getting moved left and right. We had a bunch of trades last day and a half.
Yeah.
So it's like players are on the move. Players are being held out, because they might be traded. You got to get to your new team. You got to pass your physical. I think I'm just going to take a cooler from the NHL for like a week until the dust settles a little bit.
That's when I step in. Master chaos.
Because shooters shoot.
Yeah. Oh, my God. East Carolina went down 5 real quick. Oh, man. All right. So does anyone else have any hockey picks besides for Detroit tonight or anything in the future?
No, I agree with JT. There was a ton of trades today, so I think it's just a little risky.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's gambling, so it's gonna be risky. Yeah. As soon as I said that, I was like, "Wait, I'm talking about gambling right now."
Yeah. All right. Well, so here we go. I was going to say, let's get to the miscellaneous section here. Dalton, what do you got for
us? If you're looking for like something that still has, some similar aspects to hockey with the physicality and the goal scoring, great saves by goalies, we got some great lacrosse this weekend in college lacrosse. So I got 3 picks this week. I got a pick for every game of the weekend. I got a Friday pick, a Saturday pick, and a Sunday night and a Sunday pick. So for Friday night, we've got some mid-major action. We've got Richmond and UMBC. I'm taking Richmond minus 7.5. I think this is going to be an absolute blowout. I mean, Richmond, while they are a smaller program, they are one of the best smaller schools in the country. They're becoming a tournament regular. UMBC is not. They're bad. They're bad. And I think Richmond is going to blow their doors off. Would not be surprised if this is a double-digit win. I got them -7.5 at -115. And then for Saturday, we've got some Patriot League action going with Navy and Lehigh. And I'm taking Navy on the road against Lehigh at +100. This should be a pretty tight game. These teams are both kind of, in the middle of the pack towards the bottom of their conference. But I think Navy is going to get this. I think Navy has a little bit more depth to their roster right now. I mean, Lehigh is mostly just one guy. And so I like Navy here. This is basically a pick'em game. I'll take the plus odds with Navy. And then for Sunday, we've got a fantastic rivalry game. This is a relatively new rivalry that's really started to heat up recently as the Big Ten's developed as a lacrosse conference. We've got Princeton and Rutgers. Princeton at home. I'm taking Princeton -1.5 at home to beat Rutgers to beat Princeton. Rutgers at home -1.5 at +124. This rivalry has gone back and forth the last few years, and I think going back at least the last 3 years, the home team has won every matchup. So you could take Rutgers money line at like -110, but I'd rather get those plus odds and take them to win by 2 goals. I don't think that's crazy. Princeton's not bad this year, but they're very much a middle of the pack Ivy League team. Whereas Rutgers looks like they're going to make a run to win the Big Ten this year. So I really like Rutgers here to win by 2 goals. And if you parlay those 3 picks together, your odds are +737.
I like that. All right. Anything else crazy that you have going on this weekend that you're betting on?
Nah.
Nah.
I don't want that one.
All right. My Alexa is getting in on the conversation with us.
I thought about betting the State of the Union, but didn't find anything good.
What would you even bet on there?
You can bet on if Biden will say something in particular, if he'll mention a person's name. You can bet on if so and so will applaud, stuff like that. It's hilarious, the random stuff you can bet on.
See, I want to bet that it's like a WWE match.
Yeah.
My bet is that Donald Trump will come down the aisle with music blaring and they will fight mid-speech. That's the bet I want to play.
Off the top deck, people's elbow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess let's check in on our live bets one more time. Freaking East Carolina down 4 right now with 1:35 left for me. And then I also had 1 second. Freaking Iowa State's down 12 with 15:56 left. It's not over, but it's looking like it.
It's all falling apart.
Yeah.
Marquette's down 14.
Yeah.
It's great. And my NBA bet is not hitting either. The Jazz are down 9. So maybe if I just started parlaying the opposite of whatever I'm going to do, then I might be more successful.
Yeah, everyone that's watching, if you just
fade every. I actually give great advice. It's just
just whenever
the other
anyone
way
listens to
around.
the
It'd be
podcast.
great advice if you did the opposite.
you just have to read between the lines on it and just
Exactly.
you have to decipher it.
I've been disguising it.
So you can count on me for a lottery ticket, but the way we hit, we're gonna hit 1 out of 10 anyway. Might as well be a lottery ticket.
There we go. Yeah. My lives are okay. I'm hitting right now the Indiana money line at +270 is looking pretty good. They're up 5. Vanderbilt still got a chance of that +400 bet hitting. They just hit a 3 to go down 2. So they're very much in that game.
Yeah.
And then my over bet in the Mississippi State Texas A&M game, that looks pretty rock solid. The total's already over 80. And I think we're gonna hit 141 we're gonna hit 142 easy. The only one I'm really not feeling great about right now is the Marquette one. Yeah, I don't like. They're down 14, like Jake said. I don't know if they're going to cover 12 and a half. Maybe you come pull some of the starters late.
I don't.
Maybe.
Yeah, they might.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it might not be. It's probably too close for that though.
Yeah, I think they would have to be down like 25 or so for them to do something like that. All right. And one last one, JT. I just saw the score of the Red Wings. How are you feeling?
I'm prepared for it. The Red Wings should not win this game. No Dylan Larkin playing.
I'm prepared for it.
I'm surprised it's even tied, to be honest.
I was gonna say, let's look at it like in 0-0. The game just started with 7:34 left in the first period.
Honestly, keeping it within 3 would be a moral victory.
Yeah. So the small things in life, I'm prepared for it.
No Dylan Larkin, no bueno. We're cooked.
All right. So I guess it was a little bit of a short episode this week, 45 minutes. But next week, it's going to be pretty baseball heavy. So if you like baseball, definitely tune in. We'll still have some other picks. I'm sure we'll hit every league and college basketball game you can think of, just because March Madness is going to be coming up and it's going to be heating up here pretty soon.
Well, you know what we have to do next week?
Oh, next week
we got to put. Yeah, this is our last show before Selection Sunday.
Oh, yep, you're right. You're right.
That's All right.
I'm making a group for us so we can get people involved and submit brackets.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yep. So we'll definitely have some more information on that this week before the episode. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I totally forgot about that. Baseball can wait. We still have a few more weeks before that. We can still bring our futures to the table, but yeah, these are going to be some college basketball heavy episodes. I'm sorry. Definitely forgot about that. But yeah, like JT said, he's creating some stuff, so we'll send that out if you guys want to join our bracket groups. I'm gonna have a lot of bets for college basketball. I don't know if I'll share them all on the show, but I'll definitely tweet them out. I'm gonna be degenerate responsibly while I'm watching March Madness this year. So
we should always degenerate responsibly.
Yeah. It's the only way I can think of it. But once again, Prize Picks, definitely use our code ATB. Match your first deposit up to $100. Like I said, tweet at us if you do end up signing up for Prize Picks. Let us know your picks. We'll follow along with you. Thank you guys for watching tonight. We really appreciate it. Before we get off here, do you guys have anything else? You guys want to talk about any other bets? Forever hold your peace till next week.
I don't have anything else. I'm going to have a ton of college basketball bets next week.
Yeah. Next week's going to be fun.
I might have some
2 dark horse
wrestling picks for you guys next week.
Yeah.
I think we got 2 tournaments start before next week. I'll play some dark horse bet on. I got Villanova. I think they're plus 2,000 to win their conference tournament, and Virginia's plus 1,300. Both are top 20 in defensive scoring defense. I don't think there's another ACC team in the top 40. So 2 teams that probably won't win, but I'll take a flyer on them.
Yeah. The Villanova one, that's going to be tough. But it's college basketball, March Madness. There's madness. You never know what's going to happen. So, so be prepared. Come with a notebook, pencil, pen. Be prepared to write all these down next week. So once again, thank you all for watching. Tweet at us if you follow any of our bets this week. Like I said, I'll tweet out my college basketball parlay with the odds as soon as those games become live on the sportsbook. Thank you all again for watching. We'll see you next week. We'll try to find a date that works best around college basketball for our picks. So be on the lookout for that. And thank you guys for watching.